The world's longest tunnel, but the 34-mile-long railroad came at a heavy cost. 8 men lost their lives during the construction.
They are celebrating in Switzerland, where the world's longest train tunnel just opened. It took 17 years to build, and thanks to the precision of the Swiss, the massive project came in on time and on budget.
Well, if you just joined us, you're watching the opening ceremony of the world's longest and deepest rail tunnel under the Swiss Alps. It's officially been opened. This spectacle very much showing how...
And an impressive ceremony with a guest list that read like a meeting of the United Nations.
When you celebrate science, perhaps it's best to not get carried away. The inauguration ceremony included some, how should we put it, original choreography.
It was quite bizarre.
Aidalami, do you associate this kind of dancing with the inauguration of a tunnel?
I don't understand
It's leaving
art
you
enough.
speechless.
It leaves me speechless.
I get claustrophobic just thinking about that tunnel.
All right. We're going to leave.
Where was that? That was in the tunnel?
I guess it was at
Seems-
one of the two entrances. Anyway, there you have it.
She joins us now watching the ceremony. I was just saying there, Imogen, this very enjoyable spectacle with dancers, and I presume some people that have taken part in the project as well, shows just how immensely proud the Swiss are of this tunnel for so many reasons.
Number of deaths from this weekend's Sunset Music Festival at Raymond James Stadium could rise, with several people still fighting for their lives at area hospitals.
The two-day Sunset Music Festival at Raymond James Stadium drawing a crowd of 30,000 over the weekend. At its end, 2 people would be dead of suspected drug overdoses. Tampa Fire Rescue says they took 57 people to the hospital.
Right now, a drug believed to be sweeping the state is now potentially in our local neighborhoods.
Police say the bath salt known as Flocka may have been in this man's system when he attacked a Brevard officer.
When police say 41-year-old Kenneth Crowder ran around naked through this Melbourne neighborhood saying that he was God and performing lewd acts on a tree before getting tased by an officer, and tased him twice. But we're told he didn't go down. In fact, he apparently pulled the probes from his torso and went after the officer, grabbing his badge and using it as a weapon.
That guy had superhuman strength.
The 47-year-old man, Mark Mehofer, made his first court appearance today, and our Jessica Miles was in the courtroom. And Jessica, it turned out to be a pretty dramatic court appearance.
Yeah, unlike one that I have never seen, that's for sure.
Mark reveals he heard God talking to him.
And I was waiting for a phone call, and God told me to sit here and wait. The truth is, God wrote about me 2,000 years ago. He wrote about me in a book. He says that I can do whatever I want.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We are learning more about the man shot after a confrontation with police over the weekend.
Donald found out last night his son was the guy police shot.
He thinks he's Jesus Christ. He is very mad.
He's been in Lakeview in the pavilion, and he tells them he's Jesus and that they're going to kill Michael, and he has to go eat with the disciples.
And jumped into their enclosure in what's thought to be a suicide attempt. It happened Saturday, May 21st at Santiago's Metropolitan Zoo.
Began as a postcard moment at the Air Force Academy graduation ended with one of the F-16 fighter jets.
We are following a developing story in Colorado where a Thunderbird jet crashed immediately after a flyover at a graduation ceremony where President Obama spoke.
In an extraordinary coincidence, America's elite military acrobatic flying teams each suffered a crash today. A Navy Blue Angels F-18 fell near Nashville where the team was practicing for a show. The pilot was killed. Earlier today, an Air Force Thunderbird F-16 crashed after a flyby at the Air Force Academy graduation where the president was speaking.
Foreign ministers from around the world convene in Paris to try and lay the groundwork for Israeli-Palestinian peace talks. But the two main players aren't even invited.
France is hosting a conference in an attempt to revive the Israel-Palestinian peace process.
It's considered one of the world's longest-running conflicts.
This initiative has only one purpose: peace in the Middle East.
Hollande made the comments during the Israeli-Palestinian peace meeting in the capital, Paris. France is hosting the peace talks. This is an initial meeting between foreign ministers from a range of countries, including the United States.
This is officially a natural disaster. France's President François Hollande describing it as a catastrophe naturelle.
Tonight, parts of Paris and its suburbs are underwater. The Seine River is nearing its highest level in 3 decades. The Louvre Museum is closed.
And we're now seeing that this is breaking records since the late 19th century.
It scared me terribly. I was really panicked. I've never seen this in my life, and it's shocking.
Shops, of course, also facing damage to their merchandise, their stock. Farmers are seeing their crops drowned.
We cannot even comprehend the depth of the wickedness that's going to be turned loose on the planet. You have any idea, Edward, what this woman is?
So I reached out to my friend on this. It's Italian, but it's babble. It's not actual words. She's singing a very old song. It's a mix between Italian and ancient Germanic.
That's what I was going to say. It's a dialect that only the Luciferians know.
And we go back, ancient Germanic was used during a time when Germany was conquered by paganism, by ancient animal worship and nature worship, which is what we're seeing currently on the screen. We're now seeing people come out with branches in hand and draped like old
you see the old
clerics
the old priests, the old animalistic priests that are on the screen?
This is raw paganism.
Druids.
Well, what is that woman? It's like she's wearing antlers.
Antlers on
she
her
got
head.
Antlers. Yeah. And these people, these dignitaries are sitting there in the audience watching this.
Well, that lady looks very scared. One of the ladies right there, you look in the audience, she's baffled by what she's seeing right now.
She must be the only Christian there.
And just a reminder, Merkel is there. Who else is there?
Francois Hollande from France, the Prime Minister of Italy.
The Swiss president.
Yeah, this is very pagan right now. This is like right out of the history books of paganism. Look, I'm a mature, solid Christian, but this is rattling me because I'm realizing it's coming fast. This is coming really fast. The end of days is staring us in the face, and look, the clock is now. This is weird because I'm talking about the end of days, and now there's a giant clock on the video screen on the stage in Switzerland, and it's clearly they're telling us something about time.
It keeps stopping at 9:15, 9:10, 9:20.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? It was always somewhere around 9. And now the people are walking like zombies, and they're carrying offerings. They're lifting these offerings up to the sky, but they're walking like zombies, and now they're dropping to their knees and bowing
down before the image.
Yes, but what's on the screen is the clock, and it keeps going. The hands of the clock keep going around, and then it stops somewhere around 9 p.m., 9:15, and now you got an image of the actual tunnel, and the train is coming out. Okay, bizarre.
And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Good morning, everybody. Enter the stars. And it does indeed feel like we're knocking on heaven's door. And you're probably wondering what you're looking at on your screen as I speak. I don't know how to say this, you guys. But on your right is the Sunset Music Festival in Tampa Bay, where I was last week. I was here in Tampa Bay. Many of you saw the documentary I did on the movie set location from the film Midnight Special. The coordinates being a few hours away from this location. And those coordinates, we revealed some strange happenings. It was kind of like a documentary I did after the visit there. But then when I returned home, and a week later, this Sunset Music Festival, which is described as an electronica music festival. And look at all these people. And there was an event on 6/1/16. June 1st, 2016. 6/1/16. The very same day that this tunnel on the left opened, the Gotthard Base Tunnel, GBT. We identified GBT to secretly encode gay, bisexual, and transsexual. And then on the right, we have this event of debauchery, sin, electronica, the same exact day that 57 people were hospitalized after the 57-kilometer tunnel opened up the very same day. Now, we exist in this realm that is controlled by the enemy, the realm of human sacrifice. And if we partake in these things, we will become susceptible to the sorcery. Plain and simple.
Los estudiantes afectados fueron auxiliados por sus compañeros, docentes y personal policial, quienes de manera inmediata acudieron al plantel para brindar el apoyo correspondiente.
Están diciendo que no levante.
Allá al otro lado.